saying things. We're recording. Shut up. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth, dude.
You mean the quota?
Shut it over. You'll survive. You'll survive. I think.
I think I'll
I think you'll survive.
I never don't think.
If he doesn't. Oh, it's right there. Oh, it's bright in my life. Like, let me tell. Let me tell you, no, it's bright. It's bright in my face. Tom, introduce the episode. Come on. Do it for a change. Come on, do it. Come on, do it. Earn your keep.
Fury Usyk, there you go. That's what you're getting, motherfucker.
Yeah, choke for 1 for 2. I just win in the first 5 minutes because now I'm going to get them.
Someone had you up that, didn't it?
It's not me, that's not what you wound up.
You're not bad enough.
The editor.
Sound. Want to go again?
Well, anywho. Why's the camera like? It looks fine on the. It looks like it's on a slant though, but it looks fine on the actual thing. Oh, that's going to annoy me.
Which?
The
Camera?
camera's recording at that weird angle. Do you know why is it on that slant though?
Stephen Hawking, lad.
No, I'm just going to leave it. I hope it looks.
Realisation there, lad.
Look, I'm thinking if that was bad, that was terrible, Jeff. I'm thinking if it looks like, will it look straight? Do you get what I mean? You might have to go and check it, Tom. Because when you're going to look fine, I can see him, but like, you'll have to check if
Maybe you were looking like this, lad, at the camera. Yeah,
I think I was, you know. I think I was.
Guy done that in the gym, was he put a flag up and he was looking at it like that, like, yeah, look straight, and he, fuck.
Like, yeah, that ain't straight. Yeah, it's like an obstacle course.
Ninja Warrior,
I should
lad.
have just moved the
Good
bin.
definitely going Ninja Warrior.
I should have just moved the bin, lad. Just leaving in the way of both of us. Oh, briefless. Is it straight? Does it look straight on the camera? Why are you looking so confused?
Like it's sound like.
Is it alright, yeah?
Yeah, it's alright, it's alright, yeah, it's all good.
Alright then, well I'll do then.
But, yeah.
He looked, my head was gone then, because he took a proper long pause, yeah? Like he stopped and paused and just stared into the camera, and I was thinking, oh no, does it look that bad? And he was like, nah, it sounds just making sure it's straight, yeah? I said, oh, let that go then. No one's seen it. Sweet Tom.
The problems with having a big knob, lad, isn't it? Not all benefits. Some cons. Very close. Some cons.
Today him.
It's the Lucasade, lad. The £1 Lucasade, lad.
Lucasade bargain. Got you absolutely fueled. Let's compose ourselves here actually, because we're having a serious episode here about boxing. So we didn't really introduce the episode very well. So today's episode is going to be about. We're just going to have a little overview of our opinions and our viewpoints on the Fury Usyk fight. And I do understand it's like a week late nearly, but the time it goes out, it will be a week late. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Tough. Yeah. Deal with it.
Deal with it, bruv. But where do we start with that? Because it's a bit of a. We're gonna just recap back to our previous boxing episode when we spoke about Usyk.
What did we say?
We were talking about Usyk and Joshua, and we were talking. Yeah, we made a prediction in the Fury at the Fury and Ngannou fight. We done a pod after that. We made a prediction, and I swear, I'm not 100% certain, but I swear we said that Usyk's gonna win. But we said we'd like Fury to win because we'd like Fury to take all the titles.
I think,
and then fight Joshua, so they can both, so they'd be undisputed. But the way it's rolled out is sort of what we said in the anyway. I think so. I've got a feeling that I said because
I thought you may have said Usyk, and I said Fury. I'm sure.
I was saying Usyk was the pound for pound best fighter in the world. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was saying this.
Don't think he gets enough recognition sometimes.
That's what we were saying as well. Lad. He's phenomenal, as we've seen. Like, the proof's in the pudding. Like, say no more. But wow! So for the first 5 rounds, watching the fight. So in the first 6 rounds of the fight, Fury won 5 of the first 6. 100%. In my book, I was watching the fight and I was like, he's took 5 of the first 6 rounds. In my head, it was like, all he needs is 2 more rounds in the last 6, and it's completely solid done. When he wobbles him in the 6th round and he doesn't pounce on him, I get it. He said he wanted to, before the fight, he said he wanted to destroy him, take his soul, blah, 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 rip his heart out, all that shite. Now, so I get sort of why he didn't just pounce on him, because he wanted to like toil him for a few more rounds. But it's like, if you have the opportunity to knock someone down. You might not, you probably wouldn't have finished him anyway, because he's got up and he's been knocked down multiple times, you know what I mean? He gets up. Like, I don't think he's been knocked down a lot of times, like, but the fights I've seen him go, get wobbled, he's got back up and dealt with it. So, I think he should have put the pressure on a bit more in the 6th round when he wobbled him, and he would have got a knockdown. And that's an instant 10-8. Do you know what I mean? And you're flying then. That means you've secured an extra point as well. Do you know what I mean?
Anyway, yeah.
You've dominated there. Like, you haven't got because you will do all the first 5. Well, I can't remember which one it was, but the first 5 he lost one of them to Usyk, but all the rest of them were 10-9 to Fury, 100%. You know what I mean? So and then if you got that knockdown, that was a 10-8. Then you're on your last 6 rounds. You only have to win one, really. In the last 6, and it's yours, do you know what I mean? And not lose, just like not get dominated bad. Now, in the 9th, when he got dropped, like, a few people said to me, why didn't that get stopped? Blah, blah, blah. And the straight up argument is, he near died against Deontay Wilder. Like, he literally rolled, looked like he was the Undertaker at the start of it when he comes into one of his big fights, and he's like, dum, and raises out the coffin.
How he done that,
what I mean?
Don't know.
No, because he's an insane human being, lad. Do you know what I mean? He's an incredible athlete, lad. He's got the maddest body shape in the world, the longest arms ever. He's just built for fighting, for boxing. Do you know what I mean? He's built for it, lad.
Do you know what though I said to mate man before it? I used to say I think this is where shape does come into a bit for Usyk. I thought it would benefit Usyk, but I thought Usyk's feet's too good. He's not gonna let him get into his game.
Usyk never puts too much weight on either.
He's not gonna let Fury have his game where he wants
looked
to lean on
though,
stuff like that, and
the first
the way
6
he's moving
rounds.
his feet and that. Well,
don't give right, like
how good that Usyk is.
No, but then again, Tyson was moving brilliant for the first
exactly,
6.
Yeah, that was before the fight, I thought. Anyway,
Usyk in general's got unbelievable footwork, and he for a big man, he moves pretty good. Like, I used to, like, when you watch Joshua in the amateurs, he was a bit more fluent in comparison to now. I'd say he's a bit more stiff, like, and it works for him. Like, he's static, but it works because he's
plant your feet more.
But the last few fights I've watched, he's getting a little bit more flowy and then letting it go, because I'm not no disrespect to Joshua, but when he had the whole world on his shoulders, basically, and he was on top of the world when he was doing everything, that's a lot of pressure.
I'm on top of the world,
I'm on top of the world,
Yeah, it's pressure, lad, yeah.
Feeling like this for a while now. It's a tune, that. It's a proper tune, that, isn't it? Oh, no, I want to start singing it. It's probably going. No, I'm going to get back to the conversation. But yeah, so that's a lot of pressure for someone to take. So I think that has a sort of an influence on your box also, because you're boxing safe and you're
not boxing everyone. You know, you're only boxing that man from there, but it probably isn't a man more.
It's more like
100%
the pressure. And like, he looks. I'll be honest with you. This Joshua looks a lot more willing to take risks, and it's. I think that's better for him personally, because he's got power. He's got a lot of power, and I feel like he was just afraid to use it in a lot of the fights previously. And it sounds silly saying that, because I know he knocks people out without even trying. But
I think he has a bit more power now, though.
He's got power. He's always had power, though. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe now we're seeing it more.
I just feel like he's using it more, lad. Do you know what I mean? He's utilising. Like, not being funny. If you're built like that, lad, fucking throw your weight around a bit. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be all, because he boxes clean. That's why I like to describe it. It's not robotic. It's robotic, but it's robotic. It's clean boxing. It's like old school amateur boxing, proper professional boxing, like proper amateur professional. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, core. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, that's what you're taught to box: clean, nice, tidy. It's all nice. Like, he looks like artwork when he boxes. Do you get what I'm saying?
If someone was to take a picture of it all painted,
it's fantastic. It looked beautiful, because he throws everything to a T, perfect how it should be thrown. And sometimes you've got to throw a little bit of slugging in there too, because obviously he's been saying in a certain way for how many years. He's then went into professional. Do you know what I mean? You're stuck in a certain sort of way, which is obviously not a bad thing, because he's an incredible boxer. But I feel like you've got to think outside the box sometimes, and he's now had to, because of the adversity he's come through. Do you know what I mean? Because he obviously lost his belt He's had to build himself back up, and now he's back on top again and say he's getting there. Do you know what I mean? His next fight should be it's going to be a big fight.
Interesting, isn't it?
Because he tethered fucking Francis Ngannou quick, and I know everyone's going to go, "Ooh," but at the end of the day, he went 12 rounds of Fury and put him on his ass. So
I do think
10 rounds, sorry, and put him on his ass. So
it could be Fury if he does win a rematch with Usyk. They get Fury and Joshua 100% together.
This is honestly the perfect time for Joshua to get a win. Like, I'll be serious. This is like if he fought Fury when he was fighting Deontay Wilder, like the second or third fight of Deontay Wilder, don't think he would have had a chance. Do you know what I mean? But now he's got a chance against him because I'll be real with you. It's a different Fury. He's enjoying the boxing more. I'll be honest. I've never seen him enjoy boxing as much as I've seen him enjoy that fight he had the other day. Yeah, he lost, but at the end of the day, he really enjoyed it. I've never seen him be that happy.
Yeah, that's
a very important thing now.
In the sport.
The second thing to that is he's happy. Yeah. He's letting himself.
Yeah, exactly.
He's showing his chin a bit more than that. He's like trying to get you in. He's trying to goad you in. He's trying to like.
You do have some fights where you're losing it and more enjoyable than when you win.
Yeah, of course.
You do.
But with him, I feel like it's a new Fury, and it's the Fury where. How to explain it is he looks better than the last Fury he was when he fought Ngannou. He looks mentally happier in the ring than he has been for a long while, I say personally. Do you know what I mean? Long while. Well, apart from when he was singing at the end of the Deontay Wilder fight to everyone.
What did he say about it though? Did he say something about everyone's going to side with him because of the war in Ukraine?
I don't know if he said that. I know some.
I heard some loads of people saying it, but I never saw a video of him saying it. But I saw loads of pages put on a quote apparently that he said. And if he did say that, I think it's stupid for one. If he did, I'm not saying he did because I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Because apparently those people were saying, weren't they? Like people were going to side with him.
No, I heard stuff like that before the fight though. But
I don't know.
At the end of the day, the judges aren't going to side with you due to that. Like that is what it is. I'm watching the fight and I'm scoring the fight off me watching the fight, and I personally think that Usyk, he won the fight.
I'm mentally strong. Usyk is though to understand this country's at war and he's still doing what he's doing. And like the likes of Emin Lomachenko, in fact, to be fair, all the Ukrainians out there, lad.
Yeah, 100%. There's a lot going on, lad, for them. A lot going on. And it's just a way to like, what is it? Fucking
mindset, isn't it, lad?
Mindset, but I mean, it's a way to also like, you stand with your fighting for your country at the end of the day. At the same time, aren't they? They're trying to showing the support for the country by also doing what they're doing. And they were the one. They went back to defend. I'm sure Usyk went and got. He went back like he went back when it was going off.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, I'm back to the fight because that's what I was getting at. If Fury rushed him in the 6th when he wobbled him, dropped him, I think the fight was his because he would have got that 10-8. And it sounds silly, but by him getting that 10-8 and then Usyk getting a 10-8 in the 9th, that sort of counteracts him, and he still got the fight, the rounds up on him, and he definitely took one of the end rounds. So, you can spin it this way: if he dropped him, he might not have dropped him, and then if he got him and put him on his ass, then he might not have got wobbled in the 9th either, because his mentality might have been completely different, and he could have just boxed off him and sat back and just picked him off with jabs, and threw that big horrible right hand, and then that uppercut that he puts in, like he could, because he boxed clever for 6 rounds. That was his whole intention, and then he popped his nose. As soon as he got it with that dig, Usyk hit Fury in the square of the nose, and his nose went. And I 100% don't know if he broke it, but he definitely, it was bleeding bad.
Could have
so it was
affected his breathing.
It definitely affected his breathing, lad. You can tell it was pissing him off. He kept like knocking it and moving it. As soon as you start doing that, that's a tell. So then he's hit you again in the nose, because obviously it's painful at the end of the day. If you get hit in the fucking nose, it hurts. Like, it does hurt. So
small gloves as well, bigger wraps. How big they are.
And like in the bridge of your nose, lads, even if it doesn't break, you can like fracture it or just dislocate it and well, not dislocating, you can
blind spot in it, lad. Blind spot in your nose.
It's so bad though, like if you get hit, if you've been caught with an elbow,
loads of people, loads of kids do stop boxing in young age because they don't like getting hit on the nose itself.
It's the horriblest part, because if you get hit, and it's not even getting it straight, it's when you hit it and it clips the side.
It's where you breathe, innit?
It's like a clip shot. It's like getting it with like a hook, and it just gets your nose.
People start panicking as well getting it there because it's where you breathe from.
Well, yeah, and your eyes start watering if you get it. If you get it to where your nose is broke or fractured, or fucking, I don't know if you can dislocate. I don't think you can dislocate your nose. But if you broke or fractured your nose, you'll know about it because it's like ow, but it's like more of an instant pain. You're like, oh fuck, that hurts, and then your eyes fill up, and then you can't see.
I saw one of the amateur boxers not long ago. His nose was like there, lad.
Well, you know straight away if it goes that way, it's broke, what I mean.
Literally, like, it was there, and it was, you know what I mean? And it's like,
But yeah, it was. I
mad.
think it was the 7th or 8th round. It might have been a fifth. No, I think it went. I think it was like I think it was the 5th or 6th. Usyk hit him with a left hook, square in the nose, and he hit him again with a left hook in the round after. And it was wearing away his nose. You can see that was affecting his breathing. Then obviously he's wearing him down. I'd say the the 8th, I can't really remember it, I'll be honest. I can't remember off the top of my head. I can't. Then we get to the 9th round, obviously that's where Fury gets wobbled. Now he survives it. Now everyone's going, why didn't he get stopped? The reason he never is because he's been in well-worse situations against other people, and he's rose from the dead. He's the chat. He had the belts. He had the. He is.
We're the undisputed heavyweight anywhere. You're not going to stop
He's
us
not
like
going to
that.
stop. He hasn't never lost a fight. He's never. Yeah, you just can't.
The champions, they pull through it.
Yeah, of course. He's got record on paper to show that. Like, so people out there saying, "Oh, I should have got stopped." Well, no, because at the end of the day, when your record shows that you can withstand that type of stuff, then now you're not getting stopped. If you've only had 10 fights in your record, you probably would have got stopped.
So even like in the amateurs, lad, they let the open class lads have a little bit more go with each other and get a bit more digs because they know they're good enough to overcome it.
Of course, yeah.
But with the novice boxers, they won't take the chance.
Stop it as soon as you
know
get.
what I
If
mean?
you get
So, like,
buckled,
you're not
you're
gonna
gonna get stopped.
But Tyson Fury, you're not going to stop him from that. There's no chance you're going to. And rightly so, we carried on.
Don't get me wrong, he nearly did, but as you see, he tried to hit him in a few things and he wouldn't go down. He was gone, but he was still aware of what he was doing, and that's what's dangerous about Fury, man. It only takes 1 punch for him, and only takes 1 punch for Usyk, clearly, but Usyk was worn down, man. To the fifth round, I'd say he was worn down, lad. And then he got a little something back. Then he went to the 6th round, and he got wobbled. Then he went and had a little pray. I think he was praying at the end of every round. And then people are saying that he had an energy thing on the 8th round, like an energy tablet capsule. You not heard this?
No, I don't know.
So he, like, someone goes, "Do you want the crucifix?"
Usyk.
He goes, "Do you want the crucifix?" And he goes, "Yes." Who gives it me? And he like puts it by his mouth. It just looks like he's kissing it, lad. To be honest, with the angle's mad. So like people are trying to say that, oh yeah, he's had like a sports thing, like a sports cap, like an energy capsule inside his crucifix, and he's like fuck off. Like he's going on a bit out of hand here. But if he did it, like, we're never gonna know unless there's literal footage of it. And at the end of the day, the footage shows him kissing a crucifix. So stop trying to take it away from him. And if it does come out, and I can't.
When he's kissed the crucifix, he's tried to take something out to say.
They're saying that like because he's like kissed the crucifix. It looks like he's done that with it. But like if he's kissing it, you do that. You don't. Like I've seen him do it. But like at the end of the day, if it comes out that he did, it was an energy tablet, man. I get it though, it's giving you energy. I'm thinking about
with his vapor up, lad.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
No, me calves there, boss.
Nah, my legs are killing. Get some vapor.
Get some vapor up there, lads. I love that. Get that feather going on me, lad.
Yeah, get that to get the massage going out.
Nothing going on here, Ref, don't worry.
I'm just sorting his back out. I mean, just punching him in the back. But yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking that's a bit of controversy. That I'm not having that. But yeah, stop taking the win away from him. At the end of the day, it honestly could have went either way scorecards wise. Personally, I think Usyk just bridged it because he pinched it due to the fact that he got the knockdown. Like he on record got the knockdown, took the 10-8, and getting a 10-8. That's it. Then if every round was a 10-9 all the way through,
and then can make a big difference.
That 10-8 that's it.
Is weird.
Yeah. It's like a bonus point.
Don't get me wrong, you can get a 10-8.
You can get one back.
Win, but like
you've got to get it. If someone gets a 10-8 on you, though, it was close, lads.
That's it. Does
but then one of them done. One of them had. One was basically very even. One thing was 114 to 113, and then the other one was I can't remember. They had Fury up by like 2. It was 115 to 113, and then the other one was like 117 to 114, which to Usyk, which obviously was a complete fucking landslide, which I half sort of agreed with because he took the last 3 rounds. Do you know what I mean? He took one of the first 5. He lost the 6th, and then he took the last part. I don't know. It is literally 6 rounds each side, but just because he got the knockdown, that's in my head how it's sold. In my head, it's 6-6, but he gets a 10-8, and that 10-8 what sways it for me. That's literally it. So if Tyson knocked him down, it would have been a draw. Because I was half thinking, sitting there going, this may be a draw.
Went off the jab, didn't he, when he hit him? I half understand why at the same time, everything's working like that, keep going. But then if you had the opportunity to pounce on him more, maybe the pounds may have been different.
I just think
when he hit him.
I know I'm speaking out to like concept, out to like, oh yeah, you should have, could have, would have. No, I get that. I get it. But I mean, when you watch the fight, I've never seen him.
Saw the heat of the moment in this split
I know,
second
but when have you ever seen Fury? When he's fighting someone he knows capable, step off him when he's put him under that much. Like he was only picking him off when he caught him with a good punch. He could even if he just did him with a 3-punch combination, that and with two fucking phases to it. Boom, 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 move, boom, boom, boom. Like just to see if you can hit him with it. Do you know what I mean? And if he's wary, then step back away and go back and pick him off for a jab. But I just thought he wants to toy with him and he thinks he may finish him here. In my head, I'm thinking Fury's thinking, I might fucking wipe him out if I go for him here. And I want to toy with him for a bit longer.
Yeah.
But then again, you're a fighter, you want to end the fight. So I don't know. But I feel like he made a statement before the fight saying he wanted to like basically rip his soul out of him, lad. And he wanted to.
Is that just fight talk to hype
It
the
is.
crowd,
It is hype. Of course, it's fight hype talk to get the crowd going. But I think because he said them words, I think that's like played on his mind. And instead, I'm not finishing him here. But he could have should have went for the knockdown. Do you know what I mean? I just personally think that would have swayed the fight to a draw, or it could have went like that would have maybe pinched him in the fight. But he's unlucky, and hats off to him. As I said, it's the happiest I've ever seen him in a ring for a long time. He really enjoyed himself. I could see it, lad. And then uppercuts were fucking ruthless. His movement was amazing. He looked fit. I'll be honest though, I don't think his fella should be in his corner. That's my personal opinion. I don't think John Fury should be in his corner. Lad. He's like, I'm sitting there listening to what the coaches are saying. And then he's screaming at him over the coaches, and then there's someone else saying, and then you've got his brother on the other side of him saying something, and his brother's quite cool.
Listen to one man in the corner, lads. Listen to one man.
You can
when the down's going on,
when there's three people shouting at you,
one
lad,
man in the corner, man.
You can't listen to three fucking people shouting at you. Listen to you.
It's different ways of saying things as well.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Don't get me wrong. If there's two of you in the corner, you're having an input, Tom, innit? You have an input, then you have an input. Don't you be like John was shouting over the fucking corner and he's whispering down the ear. When we just fight or something like that.
For those lads, I mean, you were cornering someone, whoever's up top, discuss between the rounds, whoever's up top, they'll just give them the instructions. The only thing who's handing up should say bucket, spray,
of course,
stuff like that, lads.
But if I've got you on the same, I'm going to tell you before,
exactly,
to tell them.
Say,
I'm going to show, hey lad, have a little look at this, lad, tell him to do this, and you go, of course, lad, relay the word on. Yeah. His corner was chaos.
It's egos, lad. Egos.
It is, yeah. But
people need to forget about egos because it's about the fighter. It's not about them. If it was about you, you'd be doing it.
100%.
About the fighter, lad. There's a different. It's so much harder than it is to say. You know what I mean?
It is, yeah.
It is 100%. You don't need to always be an amazing, great coach to not do it, but at the same time, you know, you like the ones who've been there, done it, and
yeah, I've got the experience. Like no disrespect to John either. Like I'm not saying don't be in the corner at all, but you can't have three people in your corner in the point where they're all screaming and shouting at once. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, let the coach deal with it, and then John, if you want to say something, say something. Do you know what I mean? Afterwards, but just let the coach have a say first.
Yeah,
you can't instantly. The overload of information for someone's brain when they're in that type of moment for one as well. And I know you should know because you obviously he's a fighter. Tyson's one of the most experienced boxers on the planet. Fantastic. Obviously one of the greatest, if not the greatest heavyweight to walk and grace the planet. Do you know what I mean? Like being realistic. His record's phenomenal. Do you know what I mean? Like
I'd say,
like he knows
the likes of the people who know you really well. They just need to support you. They don't even need to say in like boxing terms because you're used to them. They'll calm you down, make more comfort. They're supporting you through your whole life. Like your brother and your dad in the corner, like supporting you.
Don't get me wrong. Like it'd be nice to have them there, innit?
Yeah, like through the band and that same thing. They know how you work.
It's
how
nice
you
to have them there for the encouragement. I do get what he's there.
But the likes of when in the corner, let the coach
just let the coach do it. Yeah,
say what they need to say, and they don't even know what to do, lads. You look at the top coaches.
No, they're just hoping, aren't they, to give them the best information you can, lad.
You look at Shane McGueen, you look at like beefies like Joe McNally, and all that. They don't overdo what they say because they know that they don't need to. They just say what they need to. You know what I mean? Because it's all done in the gym and outside the ring. If it's not done outside the gym, then there's something wrong. You know what I mean? You've got to do it outside the ring, and then you should polish the dust in that ring. Polish the dust.
Yeah.
But some do later they have an ego where it's about I'm saying this so it makes me great. No, they're doing it. They're getting punched and they're doing it.
Like we've look at like when we go to like obviously if he corners in the hammer to show, I'll just be in the crowd watching. Now I'm obviously shouting, but I'm in the crowd. I can do what I want. Do you know what I mean?
Man, but like it's not like I was listening to what words you were saying. It was just nice to know
the
voices that care for you.
Keep pushing.
I was listening to me coaches,
of course. But you're not. What words? It's nice to have the encouragement of you can hear your mates and that shout supporting you. That's boss. And you're like when your mates are going, lads, fucking do this, blah, 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 and you're just laughing to yourself in your head, just thinking, least they think that they're trying that, you know, you enjoy that. But I've ever seen anyone corner someone, or I've ever been in a situation where someone's trying to tell me something, and like, let's say you're sitting with your mate in his 40s having a conversation, and then all three of them are trying to tell you something about one thing, and you're like, wow, chill, boys, that's too much information to digest. So you've got three people trying to spit information at you, and you've got, what, 30 seconds in between rounds to, or is it 60? I think it's 30, isn't it?
Which?
Is it, do you get a minute break between each round, or 30 seconds? Or is it a minute?
Minute.
Oh, so you've got to digest that information. It's not a long time. So you let your coach do what you're doing, and then if you've got any input afterwards,
well, realistically, you only really have like 30 seconds to say it, because you've got to get them clear, get them comfortable first. You got to get, I get my boxers, the arms down, the legs out, water spray, towel, relax. Then you say like the last 10, 20 seconds, lad. But then the last 10, 20 seconds, it's synced into the mind more to saying it then, and then saying, "I just want to explain that what you've said's gone out the head."
Of course, because obviously it's a pressure. It's full of pressure in the environment. Obviously, Tyson's completely experienced in that sense, so we're not. He knows what he's doing, but I just feel like personally, there was just too much.
John Fury said he didn't want him to have Ben Davidson, lad. You know what I mean? Yeah, when Ben Davidson had him, and he said he didn't want Ben Davidson to have him as a coach, and look what he done for him.
It's just sort of just conflicted opinions in it. I'm not like, and again, I like John. I think he's fucking brilliant. But the whole point of what I'm getting at is, I just feel like there was a little bit too much going on in his corner. That's all. Do you know what I mean?
With like the decision making, when maybe you corner, I think that's not bad, because he does know his own son.
No, of course, you know what I mean. That's what I'm trying to say.
So like when it's different with maybe boxing terms, but other ways of understanding them and how they work.
He knows how to motivate them
100%.
Yeah, of course, he knows how to move them.
That's where it works the best.
That's why I'm trying to say. I can see
boxing terms maybe
there is good. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying specifically that for that one fight, I felt like he was saying too much. I was watching the rounds. At the end of every round, it was just a lot from there's the coach saying what he's saying, and there's him saying what he's saying, and then there's just a lot of input. You know what I mean? Like you need to focus when you're in them types of situations, especially when you've been wobbled, for instance, in the ninth round. You need to be encouraged to step back in the ring. So I also get that.
That's where the would have helped. Is that being there? Yeah,
that's where you could see it, because that's where they give them a step in the right direction. But for the first few, just let the coach do the first 5, 6 rounds. Let the coach do the job. Because there's no stress. There's no stress in the first 5, 6.
Sugar Hill, innit? Yeah, Sugar Hill.
Yeah, I think that's who his coach is. Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Yeah, I think so.
And he's a good coach too.
Yeah, he's so.
Fantastic coach. So, Sugar.
If I box, my dad knows I won't listen to him anyway.
It's not even about listening to people. It's more, as I said, I'm just gonna move past the situation, because I'm not giving him excuses, but because he's a fantastic boxer and he got pinched at the end of the day. Like, it is what it is. I reckon when the rematch, I personally think Fury's gonna win it, because I don't think he's gonna let himself. If he wobbles him again, he won't let that time. He will not let that slip. He'll be boom, you're done. You know what I mean? He's going to be pushing him with some sort of. Fury's going to be hitting him with some fury. You know what I mean? No pun intended. But the fight was brilliant. I really enjoyed it. As I said, I feel like Tyson enjoyed himself as well, which was nice to see. There was a lot of positives to take from it.
Respect between both men.
100%.
I think a rematch will happen. They have to close.
Got to. Well, for Usyk though as well, we need to now take our hats off and give him some plaudits, because wow,
everything he's done the sport.
He's unbelievable. He's a gold medalist.
King of the cruiserweights, king of the heavyweights, lad.
It's just fantastic.
Everyone writ him off before they even.
Everyone's written him off in every single the past 3 fights he's had.
With Joshua,
he's been wrote off, lad.
With even going to heavyweight itself, they wrote him off.
They wrote him off the 2 Joshua fights, to be fair.
Yeah.
They thought, I was going to do him in the next one. Lad, he's literally the most determined man I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, he's skillful and he's powerful and his movement's incredible. But I mean, like, the determination and willpower that man's got me to get through. Like, and I mean in the boxing ring, and I don't mean outside the boxing ring, because obviously he's been through a lot of adversity there too, with the war going on in his own country. And like, that's a lot. He takes his hat off to that too. But I mean, what in the ring is determination to overcome things is crazy, because he looked for the first 3 rounds he was giving it. Then he got to like the next 3 from 3 to 6, and I felt like his will was leaving his body a bit. He couldn't get a shot in. Tyson had him boxed off. He dominated, literally just boxing his head off.
Like, they could be doing a lot. Everything, the body feels awful. Then the mental state the next minute, lads, a split second, they feel
Amazing.
Reloaded again, and then like, and then his fight, it's turned to his fight, then it's
Did.
turned to his, and then you're like, wow, you know what I mean?
First 6 was
How
his,
you
next
feel,
6 was his.
how you feel training and boxing,
It's insane.
it's mad.
I couldn't believe. I
But
couldn't
what I
believe
will
that.
say, I think no matter how much you felt in there, whatever you feel afterwards is always positive.
Always amazing. Yeah, you
Whether
feel
win or
10
lose,
times
look,
better.
purely win or lose, like.
Yeah, he said I'm enjoying my boxing, and that's all that matters.
Into often to his man, he gave a go. We had a great goal, put a great fight on for the crowd, entertaining fight. You look at when he won against Klitschko, the fight was boring as anything, but you look when he got beat, then it was entertaining.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You've got to see the pros and the cons. Now he come out and he was sound. He was like, yeah, I enjoyed myself. Blah 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 blah. That was good for me. I was happy with that. Pardon me. I was happy with that because it was just like he'll then go in positive for the next one, hopefully. Innit?
Yeah.
But
could be more positive going into it, lads. You never know. If you've been beat by a man before already, have you got much to lose the second time?
no,
You've
got
been
nothing
beat
to
by
lose, lad.
Usyk's got more to lose.
100%. So I hope that again, either man on the night. Do you know what I mean? May the best man win. But I've rooted for Usyk in the first. I rooted for. I didn't. It sounds bad saying this, but I thought Usyk was going to win the first time, and he did. I was rooting for Fury, but I really admire Usyk.
Their coach said the people he does struggle with the most Fury is people after size and southpaws. That man's both.
Yeah, he is.
You know what I mean?
He's an incredible boxer, man. As well, you've got to look at it this way. Like he's been one of my favourite boxers. One in my life up there because before he was in the heavyweight division, he went in that.
As I've watched loads of his amateur. I've stayed up all night watching all his amateur fights and everything.
The boss lad, aren't he?
Fury and Usyk trying to find all the fights from.
But when he was in the light heavies, I'm just like, this guy is a monster, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Usyk, yeah.
I was like, he's a monster.
Lads, he fought better even the amateurs in the light heavyweights and everything, lads. And, you know, you're looking at like the amateurs and the pros. It's a complete different sport, but he makes it look like it's not, and it is. It's like rugby union, rugby league. It's completely different. One's faster, one's stronger than that, and they're a lot slower. I'm trying to break your opponent down. One's got to get as many punches on them in a short amount of time. That's why it's faster. So that your whole body and your different, the way you are as a person, like whatever training and everything you do is all different. The Ukrainians like Lomachenko and Usyk, unbelievable, and the amateurs and unbelievable professionals. They just made it look like it's not different at all when it is.
It is, yeah.
But they just use the adaptations really, really well in the pros and from the amateurs to the pros. They just adapted well.
I think like it's the styles that they take on towards the end.
Style makes fights, lads.
Yeah, towards the end of their amateur careers, though they start picking their own styles going forward. Yeah. They're like, I'm gonna box professionally. I'm gonna start.
Yeah, they might do the amateur movements and then instead of like where it'd be faster in the amateurs, it'd be like boom, boom, a lot heavy. The move, the 5 steps before they've landed, it might all be amateur. A lot of it can be amateur, and then the way they sink the shots in, like professional. You know what I mean?
Different turns, different. Yeah, because you like it to go punch a certain way and to hook a certain way. You know,
they like power shots more in the pros, don't they? So like, you look at Golovkin, he was Olympic silver, and then he obviously his power was more suited to pros. Obviously, to them was knocked off again there. More suited, but the way he throws punches was more, suited to the pros.
Yeah, he was a power puncher. Bricks for hands, that fella. Absolute stones. He did. But when I move on from the boxing, just a little brief overrun of the Europa
League, yeah.
A Luchman with the Atzig. Now, the amazing thing for that is...
How brilliant was he?
I remember saying I started the game, I was looking, I was like, said to him before, I was speaking to for Jake, and I was like, I've got a weird feeling Luchman's going to score today. And he went, yeah. I went, I might put him on to score at Atzig. And he went, shut up, lad. And I didn't. I was
one time you think it, lad.
I've done it many times, but I actually went through one at this time. I done it with Harry Kane, and he had a weird feeling he's going to score at Atzig, so I was going to put a £5 on and come in and like 200 quid. It was a few years ago, this. And we're driving home, and Jake was like, he scored again. I was like, what? He was like, 2. I was like, yeah. I was like, no way, he's getting me Atzig, lad. I was like, it's coming in this. And it did. But it's happened like 2-3 times in my whole career, and I didn't go with the Luchman one because I honestly genuinely thought that so at half time it was half time he scored 2.
2-0, yeah.
And I was like, I'll put a £5 on I'll put a £5 on Bayern Leverkusen to pull it back.
I thought Bayern Leverkusen would have won
for the draw. I just thought I put the draw on, and then I was like, nah, I swear I'll go for the win. So I put a £5 on the win. It's only 7-1. And then Lookman Attic was 7-1. She was 3 pound, yeah.
I know, lads.
And I put a bet builder on, though, some mad one. I put like, a few people had shots, so I was like, Lookman to have another shot on target. The striker for them to have another shot on target, someone else to have a shot on target, and then 3 people to get fouls. And something else might all come in.
Yeah.
I put 40-1, put £2 on it for 80 odd quid. So that wasn't bad for it. I only played £2 bet, lad.
What do you think on the first goal? I thought the defending was a bit
I
sloppy.
didn't see the first goal.
But I thought
I seen
he done really well to meet it the way he
the
did.
second and third.
The way he met that first. He didn't left foot as well. When he left, obviously I'm an Everton fan. I'm a Blue. When he left us, I was thinking there was a lot more potential there than what we see. He only scored that one on his debut in the first 3 seasons at Everton, and I thought there was a lot more to Lookman.
Clearly there is, isn't it?
But it's just the way he went on loan to Leipzig, then we sold him to Leipzig, and then he weren't great for them, and then he sold him, and then he goes to Fulham, goes to Leicester, goes to Atalanta. Now, as the competition, it looks like he's found his home, and lads, he might, people are saying he's not going to get better like that in his career. He might do, but even if he doesn't, lad, he's an Atalanta legend, lad. No, he actually is.
Yeah, he broke a record. Bagged the Attic in the final. Broke a record, lads. He's done well.
That's the first win in the years as well for European.
And he beat us. He knocked us out. Yeah. And when I won won it, so in my eyes, I'm happy for them. If they beat us and then get knocked out in the next round, I'd be like, But the fact that we got knocked out by the people who went on to win it, do you know what? Hats off to them. They deserve it. They tethered us. They beat us 3-0.
Fair play to Leverkusen for the great season that they're having, but and good things do come to an end. That was maybe their game that did.
They had an unbeaten season. They done the unbeaten season in the league. At the end of the day, that's fantastic. Fantastic.
Got the cup still, yeah. But
you know what? To get to a final, to win.
Finish though for me from Lookman. The scissor.
Oh, it was lovely.
Scissor take boom.
Yeah, it was just the way it was just.
But so grassroots as well.
No, I've seen him do that so many times. Like, when I watched him training,
like so many times, like you do that all the time on the training pitch.
Did you see he brought his coach with him from his first ever club?
Yeah, but he was
16.
He was Sunday League.
Lad, he was
Charlton. There was a Charlton, yeah, and then Everton.
I didn't really follow his career as much as
Charlton and Everton.
Not his early career.
I think it was, yeah. But 16, apparently Sunday League, and you're like, 16 from the league, and he's just back to not just a hat trick, a great hat trick. Not even just won a European final. It's an unbelievable hat trick.
He's doing phenomenal, lad. Phenomenal.
3 finals he's been in, and that season as well.
Just to
the
do
Copa
that,
Italia, the African Cup of Nations, got beaten both of them, and then
to win that,
he's just won that.
He deserved it.
Don't get me wrong, the whole club won, but mainly he mainly won that for him.
The whole club won, but it just hats off to him. He honestly deserved it. That's all I'm saying. He deserved it. I caught over the first half, I was just playing FIFA, just getting notifications on my phone, and then when I seen it was looking 1-0, I said to me mate, lad, this Attic's gonna come in. My mate's laughing his head off, and then for 40 minutes or so, and I look, and I'm like, it's 2-0. I'm like, oh my God.
What's great for him now as well, lads, he could find life in Italy all his life from that. He honestly, you never know. He honestly, if the Italians love him, and especially the Atalanta fans now love him, he carries on. And
do you understand that?
Would I come back to the UK? I wouldn't. I'd stay in this.
Do you understand that he's known as a club legend?
He's only 26, lad.
Forever.
He's still only 26.
Lad, they're gonna have a statue of him one day, lad.
Still only 26.
We'll have a statue of him one day, I'm telling you.
Still 26, I can't believe it.
He single-handedly won them that match. No disrespect to the team. It's a team game. But he single-handedly won them that match.
Yeah.
So
fair play to everyone, but look, that was his moment, that one.
He shined.
That really was his
moment. He dominated and shined, that's for sure.
I love the second goal, the way he went past Saka. He got a knock-off and bumped into each other. Many players would have won a free kick in the position it was. Nah, he took it beautifully.
No joke, was he?
It was unbelievable. It just shows though, like it's like anything, like no one's ever gonna like you in life. You're not always gonna like everyone. It's like that in football where managers don't like. Not even that. That's just with looking like.
Was you talking about?
Yeah, before that, yeah.
I was just confused for a second. I thought you said Saka. I was thinking.
No.
Shaka. Yeah.
No, but
remember him though?
Not every manager. Arsenal, yeah. But not every manager would have liked Lookman clearly. I don't think
Nah,
Marco Silva was that
do you know
fond
what
of
it
him
is,
and
though?
that.
It's the
And you
style,
look
lad.
at that now.
It's the style, isn't it?
Exactly.
Style play, lad.
Maybe the style of football really does.
The lad, he might have just developed and grew into his body a bit more, whatever, but done a bit more intense. You don't know what he's done. He could have put a bit more, a bit more of something into somewhere,
Yeah.
or just talk, well, I can do this. One day he might woke up and his boots were just like, go ahead, lad, we're doing magic, like Jimmy Grimble. You know that? You ever seen that film? The Magic Boots?
No, I've not seen it.
Ah,
Probably have, just can't remember.
You know what? I've just, yeah, it's another one we'll get into another time.
I probably have, but can't remember, lad. Is it?
It's when he finds
Is it? What's it called?
He finds
Film.
or gets a pair of footy boots and
What's it called? Is it?
It's
Yeah.
called Jimmy Grimble. Sure it is.
Rings a bell, but
It might not be, but we'll have to have a look.
Oh,
But anyway,
doesn't
we're going to
matter.
wrap up and get before we get off the subject, because this was just a boxing summary, really, but well, I enjoyed the fight. That's it. I'm going to summarise that. You just can go and listen to the rest of it.
I just say Luckman's a legend, lad.
Hats off to Luckman, man.
Why couldn't Everton back him?
I know. Do you know what? Made up for the kid, though. He deserves it. Absolutely
fair
deserves
play
it.
to him, lad. That was his time to shine, lad.
Congratulations, the
Luckman,
boys.
congratulations, lad. Brilliant.
And yeah, tune in next time. Like, subscribe, comment.
Peace out, lad.
You fuckers.